Hi guys, so I'm back again with another pattern. Okay, so for this video I'm going to use Karen yarn. It's the one that says 1 pound on it. See, Karen 1 pound. I like to use this one because I just like the thickness and it's more visible for videos, and I actually like the quality as well. Okay, so for this particular project we need two different colors. In this case I'm using kind of like burgundy and pink. I love this pink here, kind of like, it reminds me of cotton candy. Okay, so the first row I actually made with burgundy, but for the sake of this video I'm going to make it in pink, okay? So this is just for the first row. And the crochet hook that I'm using is in size 5 millimeters. So I'll start by making a slip knot, and then I will chain 32. I already chained 32. Please try not to make the chain too tight. That I've chained 32 on the fourth chain from the hook, I'll make 1 double crochet. In the next chain, I'll make 1 double crochet. In the next chain, 1 double crochet. In the next chain, 1 double crochet. So I'll continue making 1 double crochet in each chain throughout row 1. So by the end of row 1, we should have 30 double crochets. So now that I finished row 1, I will just chain 1 and then I'll cut this yarn. Now for row 2, I'll use yarn in different color. Then I'll turn my work around. Then right here through this first chain, I'll insert my hook. Then I insert my hook through this loop here. And now I will chain 3. So now that we have chained 3, so this 3 chain already replaces 1 double crochet. So now in the next chain I'll make 1 double crochet. This is actually very simple. It's just working with double crochets. So in every chain I'll make 1 double crochet. And of course by the end of row 2 we should have 30 double crochets again. So now that we are at the end of row 2, as you can see we have already made 29 double crochets. So to make this 30th double crochet, we will make 1 double crochet right here through this turning chain, like this third turning chain, okay? Let me just show you something. If you make this double crochet through this loop here, it will not look good. I'll show you how it looks. See? It's just gonna look kind of like raggedy. So what we need to do is in this third chain, turning chain, see right here, we'll make 1 double crochet, and that way it will look more neat. So this completes row 2. Now to finish off this row, I'll chain 1 and then I'll cut this yarn. For row 1 and for row 2 we have 30 double crochets. Now for the pattern we repeat row 2, but don't forget to alternate colors for every second row. I'm gonna measure this for you guys now. See, I'm just gonna show you where I made a mistake without even realizing it. See, I just noticed it now. Wow. See, right here in one of the rows I actually made a double crochet through this loop instead of the chain, and you see it's visible. Might not be visible to everybody, but for people who know how to crochet, trust me, this will be visible. Wow, that's crazy. So just don't make the same mistake that I did, okay? Learn from my mistakes. So we will repeat this second row until our work reaches around 36.5 inches. That will be like around 93 in centimeters, okay? Now that we know that this is 36.5 long, we need to know how wide this is. And it's around 10 inches wide. Yeah, it's 10 inches wide and 26 centimeters wide, okay? So this is how the back looks, and this is how the front looks. So now you decide which one you want it to be back, which one front, okay? Because it looks slightly different. On the wrong side, the red is sticking out more. It looks like it's more visible, like very slightly, but still. And on the wrong side, the pink is like, you know, it's like sticking out more. So now decide which side you want it to be the front, which one you want it to be a back. I kind of like the red part, you know, the one that's more obvious. So I'm gonna just leave that one as a front. Now what we are going to do is we're going to make some tassels. Okay, the closest thing I could find that's next to me is this box. I was hoping I would find a DVD case, but I couldn't. So let me just measure this for you guys so you guys know how wide this is. I'm not going to measure it all the way around. Well, actually I am. So I'm going to measure it all the way around just so you guys, you know, you get the idea how long those tassels will be. So yeah, around 12.5 inches. So I'm going to use both of these strands of yarn together because I want to shorten the process of this. So right here, at the beginning of this box, I will just hold these 2 strands of yarn with my finger, pointy finger, and I'll just start wrapping this yarn around the box. I'm not going to even count it because I know I need a lot of them. So now I'm going to go and cut this yarn. So this is what we have so far. Now I'm going to divide this. So let me see how many I should use. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. I think it should be enough. No, 5. 5 would be better. Okay, so we have 5 strands here. So right here through this first double crochet, right there through that loop, I'm gonna divide this tassels in half, just like this. Okay, so now I'm going to insert this hook through this loop, okay, just like that. Pull through, then we'll wrap the rest of these tassels around the hook and we'll pull through, okay? That's one. Okay, that's one. Later on you can trim them how you want, you know, but it's not a big deal really, because once you put this on, it'll look different anyways. So now I'm going to take the red yarn. So I'll take 5 strands, well, burgundy. So 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, So we split this in half, see? Once we reach the center is around our finger. So right there through this next loop, right here, the burgundy one, the double crochet loop, we insert our hook, then we insert our hook through this tassels like this, pull them through, wrap this yarn around the hook, and pull all of these yarn strands through. Okay, you can make it neat, you know. You can make them better than me. You can just adjust them a little bit, you know, like this. We don't want this too tight either. Okay, this one doesn't look as neat as another one, but get the idea. Again, I'll take 5 yarn strands in pink. So we have 2, 3, 4, and 5. I'm gonna split this in half just like this. The center falls around our finger. Then I'll use this, then I use a crochet hook, and right here through this next double crochet, see this loop right there? I'll insert my hook, I'll wrap the yarn around my hook, pull through, then I'll wrap the rest of these yarn strands around my hook and pull through this loop. Okay, so we have 3 so far. Again, I'm going to take another 5 yarn strands, so we have 3, 4, and 5. Okay, 5 yarn strands. Okay, so split it in half like this, so the center falls around your finger. Then right here through this next double crochet loop, I'll insert my hook. I'll insert my hook through this loop right here, pull through. Now I'll wrap the rest of these yarn strands around my hook, and then I'll pull through. So from now on, I'm just going to repeat the same thing. So from one corner to another, we'll make these tassels for every row, okay? I'm going to do the rest of it off the camera because otherwise I will be just repeating the same thing over and over. So this is what we have so far. I've already, made these tassels from one corner to another. So this is going to be the front because we want these knots to actually face up. I'm going to flip this over on the wrong side. And this is how they look from the wrong side. Now, I'm going to take this left side, kind of like fold it in half like this. Don't worry about the tassels for now. Then we'll take this right side and we'll fold it over like this. So now what we are going to do is let me show this again. So take this left side and fold it in half like this. And then we take the right side and fold it over, just like that. The thing is, we are going to actually skip this first row of double crochet, see? So we want these knots to be visible. So just above that knot, see? We skip this first row of double crochets here. Just above the knot right there, we are going to sew this scarf. So from here to here. I have no idea how I'm going to do this, but I'll figure out something. It's a lot of yarn here, so hopefully you'll be able to see what I'm doing. So under, see? Well, it's the right knot and one on the left. So I'm just gonna sew them. So I'm just gonna sew this just over this first row of double crochets. So just one double crochet basically from here to the top. For now, I'm just going to secure this for a minute. I tried to do this earlier before I put the tassels, but it didn't look right. Actually, it works for the best because I actually changed my mind what I wanted to do with it. So Everything happens for a reason. So basically, see this row of double crochet chains? So I'm going to insert my hook right here through every chain and then right here through this loop, see? Because I'm not going to work on a double crochet, but right here through this loop between first double crochet and second double crochet. We'll see how that turns out. Flip this over now. I'm just going to secure this knot. I'm just going to secure this and make a knot. Then I'll cut this yarn. So we have finished to the left side. Now we have to do the right side. But this one I'm not going to sew it the same way. I'm just going to make a couple stitches right here at the beginning. See? Just like this, I'm going to join them together. And I'm going to leave everything else open. I'm just going to make a knot here. You can sew the whole row if you want to. I think I'm just gonna stop now. So this is what we have. See, right here we have 2 rows of red. I didn't even do it intentionally, but it just happened after I sewed these things together. This is what happened. I think it would have been better if I actually made the 4 strands of yarn instead of 5 because it looks too thick. Let me measure these tassels for a minute. So they're around 4.5 inches long. I am not really impressed. Honestly, I don't think I did a good job with this video, especially when it came to showing you how to sew it. So yeah, hopefully you guys understood what I was trying to say. Still, you know, it's still something different, but if you have any different idea, you can use this and just make it in something different, you know, use your idea and maybe you can make something even better. Like I said, I don't think it's the best thing, but you know, still it's something different. I'm gonna put this in a mannequin now and see how it looks, and hopefully it will look better on her. So this is what we have. Actually, it looks much better than I thought it would. I don't think it's perfect. I think I could have done something more to it to make it look even better. But I don't know what it is. I just have to think about it more to figure it out. But this is what we have. The tassels actually turned out pretty nice. And no, I did not trim them. I just left them as they are. I think it looks fine. Yeah. This is how it looks on the back. Don't mind her hair, because this is not about her hair. So this is all for today, guys. I hope you like this video and thank you so much for watching.